What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Not Correct Show. I'm your host, Carnation, and I know I haven't posted a video in a while. It's been a lot of things been happening, a lot of good things. Just been wild, busy with photography, with everyday life, it's been good. So don't think I haven't posted because I've been neglecting you guys or neglecting my passion, which is the show. I've just been busy, so I had to maneuver shit and that shit. But I definitely, from last week, I wanted to talk to you guys about just an issue, and I really want to get you guys feedback about this. So first and foremost, how you guys doing? How's life? How's everything? Comment down below. Let me know what's going on. I'm nosy. I want to know what's going on. Maybe I can help you guys some advice, or maybe you guys can help me some advice of my fucking issues. But I want to talk to you guys. Do you guys watch marriage, Hip Hop Marriage Boot Camp? I think that's what it's called. I've been watching it for a good while with Shani Rich, and I ain't gonna lie, I watched it from last season. It was cool. Then I started watching this season, and obviously you guys know I'm about to talk about Tahiry and Vado with the whole marriage boot camp incident they had with Vado. Put his hands around her. It looked like he put his hands around her neck. That's what it looked like he did. We didn't really see everything. It looked like that's what he did. And I want to talk to you guys about that. I'm gonna get roasted. I'm gonna put my phone down because I'm gonna get roasted. It's all good. Put my phone down, put my glasses on, because I want you guys to know how serious this is. This is serious thing that we're talking about right now. First and foremost, let's just put it out there. Let's put it out there, universe. Domestic violence is not okay. Domestic violence from either side is not okay. Not just men, women too. All right, domestic, even physical abuse, mental abuse, that is not cool. All right, it is just not cool. I keep telling people this. You always gotta talk about everything. Don't just talk about one thing because it benefits this gender. No, let's talk about everything. It is not cool. Domestic violence, I don't support it. I'm not with physical or mental. Cause trust me, mental a lot of times can fuck you up for a good decade. You know what I mean? You start down how you look. You might be the most attractive person in the world, but if somebody really mentally abuse you for a long period of time, it don't gotta be long, it just be 3-4 months. You might psychologically start really believing that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm not with none of that. I say that to say this, prior to seeing the full episode, we saw clips. And you saw clips of you saw Vado, the shade room put it where Vado jumped on her and something. He got roasted in social media. I'm talking about completely roasted. For good reason. If that's what you saw, if that's what really transpired, then yeah, you're supposed to get roasted for that shit. You're not supposed to put your hands on a woman. But I noticed he puts, listen, y'all don't know the full story. So after watching the full episode, first of all, before I even get to the episode, after just me watching the season, because I've been watching the season, I've been up to date with the season, and I don't know her on a friendship level, a personal level, Tahiry, but my God, she's been saying some shit to this man, and I'm not, once again, I'm not saying this is his reason for doing this, but I tell people over and over, it comes to a point where you gotta recognize within yourself, this person is even right for me. And I think a lot of times, we as human beings, it ain't just men, women too, we fall in love with the lust of the person. You know what I mean? Well, oh yeah, she's beautiful, or he's handsome, this and the third, and we just run with that. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to just run with. And we get confused and not realizing they're not treating us how we want to be treated. It ain't just men do it to women. Believe me, I'm telling y'all, women do it too. Trust me, women do it too. It happened to me. I'm telling you, one of my exes, you fall in love with the lust of her. We're simple. We fall in love with their body, but they're not treating us how we want to be treated. And you just so you love them, but in your mind you but without you knowing, you don't realize that it's not really love a lot of times. Sometimes it's fucking lust, And I think Vado, Tahiry was, it's just my opinion, out from the show. If we just basing everything off of the show and not what goes on with them privately, whether their relationship is real or not, if we just base it from the show, she does not treat him good. Like, one other episode she told that man he's the brokest person she's ever talked to in her life. Ladies, I gotta say this. There is certain triggers for a man. I'm talking about for all men. You could be the corniest, you could be the simplest, you could be the nerdiest dude ever. But there's certain things that will bring a man from here to here. You know what I mean? Like I tell women all the time, like, cause there's certain things, with women, like, we can't say that. Well, I wouldn't say that because I don't know if that might trigger you. Like, you won't get me out of my character to call a woman a bitch unless it's just really that personal between me and that person. But I would try to avoid that. Avoid calling a woman a bitch. I think women, you should avoid certain things for a man. Like, I trigger for most men. I remember I got in an argument with Shane Richard about this. I was telling him, don't mind the bathroom. That's the dumbass noise. I remember talking to Shane Richard about that. I remember I was telling her, I said, yo, me calling you broke, you will not feel it as you calling me broke. And she was like, no, I'm still feeling like, I'm telling you, trust me. I'm like, no, that's just your ego talking. Me calling you broke, it ain't the same as a woman calling a man broke. It hits different. It hits hard. Like, it's a different level because you almost feel like I can't provide for you. I can't do certain things for you. She had no reason telling that man that. Even if that's really how she felt. If that's really how you felt, you had no business telling that man that on TV. That's why I started questioning was the relationship even fucking real, because how did you not know you can't say that? And if the relationship was real and she said that to him, you ain't shit for that. I'm just sorry. Like, you ain't shit for, I'm not trying to bring any woman I'm with down here. So I'm trying to say, you don't bring them down here. What is the point? I thought we was always trying to uplift each other. You telling that man that you're verbally abusing him. Like, no one talks about that. Like, he's been verbally abused the entire season. And he's been, trying to be all cool, mad at Harlem, suave, laugh it up, laugh it up. He even said he talks to his baby mother, not no sexual shit, but he talks to her to get like a real clear of mind. He's already yearning for something that Tahiry's not giving him. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, and then she's saying, oh, you're cheating, but you're cheating emotionally. But you're not hearing what that man's telling you. Well, he wasn't telling her. What he's saying, in the show, yes, I'm hitting her up because you're missing out on, like, I can't talk to you. And it's funny because some women, they will always say, pay attention to their love language, pay attention to this. But do some women pay attention to the man love language? Are you that was that man love language he was telling her? Yo, this is what I'm trying to let you know. This is how I'm feeling. Like, I'm going to somebody else to get that from them. I'm not killing them. I'm not fucking them. But I'm trying to, like, get something that I want from you, from them. But the first thing you thought about was how you felt. You didn't hear what that man, and he damn near was having a cry for help. But no one would see it like that. I tell you, the rules are different for men. I've always said that shit. We can't have feelings, and if we do have feelings, it's not bigger than a woman sometimes. It's just me being real. Our feelings sometimes is not, we have to eat this, eat that, and that's why I said sometimes it be a catch-22, because sometimes you ever date a woman, she wants you to open up, she wants you to talk about this, talk about that, but if y'all going through the same thing, you always gotta remember her. It's almost like in the back of your mind, her feelings is probably more important than yours. And I've heard a lot of men say that shit, like, yo, sometimes I feel like I love my girl, but when we going back and forth and I'm telling her how I feel, she want me to open up, I'm opening up too. And then she's telling me her feelings, I'm telling her my feelings. It's almost, he said, I've heard many men say this, it feels like her feelings is more important than mine. Because it's like, I have to talk to her and make sure she good. She's telling me she understands. I tell her all the time, if you understand, if you and somebody to have a conversation, you guys don't have to agree. You do not have to agree with that person. You have to try to understand though. That's the only thing I took all the time. You gotta try to understand. I don't gotta agree with you, but we gotta come to a mutual understanding of both parties. Fast forward back to this situation with Tahiry Vado. You know, they had a little buzzer thing going on, which I thought, I ain't doing that, cause like, you never know. People might want to do something like, you know, some shady shit and just buzz you for no damn reason. But she buzzed him. He's telling her, yo, you know, he actually told her, yo, I could have buzzed you numerous times, but I didn't because I don't want to take that route with you. She don't give a fuck. She's like, fuck, I don't care. If I'm doing something wrong, buzz me. But you're saying that he's not playing along with the game, but he's also showing a compassionate side to you. Like, yo, I don't want to ever do that to you. I feel like me and you was bigger than that. She didn't see that. Fuck that. I'm arguing with him. Going back and forth. So let's just be honest, he became petty. He started buzzing her for, alright, anything you do wrong, as long as I know it's on the list, I'm buzzing you now. He's being petty. He was. His being petty made her get upset, took the buzzer off, had an attitude. Then she threw apples at this nigga's head. My God. You saw it from the moment he threw it. That little smile doing this, you know, trying to be smooth. He was already trying to hold himself down. Like, yo, hold myself down. Just chill. So when they got to the whole meeting up point, he had to sit next to her. And then they started asking him about this situation. And he looking at her like, oh, you gonna tell the truth what you did? Because that's the look he gave her, like, yo, tell the truth what you did. She's like, yeah, we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. Then he lost it. He was wrong. Man, listen to me. I've been there. Trust me, my God, I've been there. You might lose it. The best thing for me to tell you, leave, walk away. Don't even. Sometimes, honestly, you gotta almost be like, you know what? I don't want to ever talk to you again, or I don't want to talk to you for a month. You know, you gotta figure things out, because if someone's always gonna, cause their relationship did look kind of toxic. I'm not gonna lie. It's like it's too much arguments. You know what I mean? Especially when I didn't realize it's just the beginning of the relationship and there's mad arguments. Nah, y'all gotta dip. Like, you know, or if you're not gonna dip, try to work on it, but it has to be equal on both parts. She threw it, he choked, he grabbed her around neck. They had to get him out of there. You know, the doctor put on Instagram, we don't condone this, you know, painting him out like he's a horrible individual. And let's just be frank, he got apples thrown on his head. Like, really, it wasn't like it missed. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the apple was big. No, it was a regular apple. But she ain't touching it at all. Launched it. Boom, boom. Once again, I'm not condoning his actions. But once again, I don't like her actions either. And I think people gotta talk about that. There's something that we have to talk about when we talk about relationships. It's something I heard my father, you know, who was a man that was in the streets, you know, involved in a lot of, you know, doing his thing. But as gully he was, he always told my sisters, I got your back if any man jump in your face, but I need you to understand to never put your hands on a man, especially first. If you're defending yourself, that's one thing, but don't never go out your way and hit a man first. He said, tell me or tell your brother, tell me. But you don't go out your way and put your hands on him, because you don't know what he's liable to do after that. Because there's some men, once again, they screws does not own property. So there's some men don't like women even talking back to them, much less hitting them. So I'm trying to say, that's why I always tell, and don't touch them. You know, call a friend, call a brother, call a father. Unless he decide to grab you, then you have more me. Blah blah. I'm fucking with you, but you don't want me to defend yourself. But we gotta talk about this some more. Ladies, stop hitting men. Stop it. Like, completely stop it. Stop it. Like, stop. Stop always getting up in a man. I tell, if you with your man, like I told Shani Rich this all the time. When me and you go, if we have a disagreement, if we can't talk about it smooth, let's wait till we get home. And if it gets heated, at least let it be at home. You know what I mean? If it's gonna get heated and get a little personal, let it be at home. We do not need to be on Front Street saying this up in each other's face. I don't want that. Like I tell you all the time, that's not what I want. I don't agree with that. I don't like the whole front street arguing, cursing, apples throwing, choking. No. If let's just do it at home. But we shouldn't be fighting with each other either. Like all that touching each other, grabbing each other's shit. Nah, I ain't with that. I ain't with that. I'm telling you this all the time. This is something that's not talked about enough. Ladies, stop putting your hands on men. Seriously, it has to be talked about more. We talk about everything: sexual harassment, verbal abuse, physical abuse from a man doing to women. But we need to really sit down and talk about women putting their hands on men first. Women getting up in a man's face. It has to stop. That is not how you communicate, you operate. And whoever you learned that from, shame on them. You gotta chill. If you 20, 21, I still don't think that's cool. But you don't know nobody, you fucking 2021. But if you pass 25 and you ain't learned that you can't be going back and forth each other's face yet, something is wrong. You're probably not meant for that person. This shit has to be talked about. It has to be addressed. It cannot be always addressed. Men do this, men do that. Ladies, take accountability too. Don't get up in that. Stop. Don't throw no apples at him. Because the same way you don't want apples. You don't want to throw apples right. The same way how you don't want stuff happen to you. Don't hit him first either. Like I tell you, if the argument's getting heated, I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, men, I know it's easier said than done for me to tell you to walk away. But it's actually the best advice I can tell you. Walk away. Walk away. That's the best thing I can tell a man. Walk away. Because you know why? This is going to be not a popular thing to say. The rules are not for us. I'm telling you the truth. Like if we yell back, society might say, oh, he's mad aggressive with his girl. Not probably hearing what the fuck she said to him. You know what I mean? What she said to him might be like, yo, your dick little, or some other weird shit she might say to him. Something that ain't nobody know how to hurt us more than our girl. No, listen, they will cut below the belt. That's why I always say, I say this shit all the time. Even when I argue with Shani Rich, I say this all the time. I'm not arguing with you to hurt you. I'm arguing with you to get an understanding. I'm talking to you to get an understanding. That's why I said, if you argue with your spouse or your mate or whatever, and you gotta hurt their feelings to get your point across, it's kind of fucked up. That's kind of fucked up. Like, you gotta say something that you know will cut deep. That's fucked up. Now, it's a difference. If you saying something like, it might hurt them, but you're not going out your way to hurt them. Like, say like, alright, you say like, for example, if I don't clean good, right? And Shani Rich is telling me, yo, I swear to God, I hate the way you do this. You don't fucking clean good. That's just the truth, you know. That flows along with the, with the conversation. But if you're going out your way and you know I don't clean good because I was abused because I don't clean good. So you know what? That's part of the reason why you don't clean good now, because you was fucking getting abused back then. That's below the belt. That's below the belt. Like that. Like, yo, I told you that personal shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's below the belt. I'm not saying that about me. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you an example. That's below the belt. That's what I'm trying to say. We gotta chill, son. Like, yo, it was unfortunate for the situation with them. You know, Vado's still gonna get looked at. And that's what I said, he's gonna be painted as this, which is fucked up. He's gonna be painted as, yo, that woman told that man he's the brokest dude alive. He's the brokest dude to fuck with. That might be true. You know the funny thing about it? That might be true. Like, it might be true, but you don't gotta tell him that. Like, what would I always ask people this? What is your end game? I ask people this all the time. What are you trying to accomplish when you do that? Because you got to ask yourself, you saying that, what are you trying to accomplish? You sound like you're trying to break him down. That's not cool. We're not here to break each other down. We're trying to uplift each other. So a lot of time, he's wrong for touching her. She did a lot of shit. Up to all of that, she did a lot of shit wrong. Like, her temper is heavy. He said that too. She got a real bad temper. So guys, if we can learn one thing from watching that, let's stop getting up in each other's face. Stop. Don't throw nothing at anyone. Fuck women throw shit at men. Men, don't throw nothing at women either. Don't do that. Men, walk away. I'm telling you, it sounds the easiest thing you could do, and it's still the hardest thing to do because you know what it is. And I gotta say this one last thing before I've been babbling a lot. I gotta say this one last thing. I told my homegirls, I said, the reason why it's annoying sometimes, you know, when a woman's in a man's face, because as a man, we wouldn't have allowed other men to be in our face. You get what I'm trying to say? So when it's your own woman, it's like, yo, if I'm not gonna allow another man in my face, why would you, as my lady, put your hands on me? You see what I'm trying to say? But that's why I always say, and I told dudes this too, that's how females feel violated too. Like when you put your hand, they be like, oh my God, you know, I barely touched her. No, you don't understand. If she gotta deal with the entire world, like this, you know, like she gotta deal with certain things with men touching her. So the minute you put your hands on her, bro, she don't feel like unprotected anymore. She don't feel that, and that's why I'm not gonna say obviously I probably know a man who did that, but I told men all the time, that's why when you put your hands on a woman, especially if they never touch you before in their life, that's why they can never forget it. Because like, yo, I'm looking to you to protect. You're harming me. And women, I say that because that's probably not the whole way on a man to feel. But when you go that below the belt with a man, you're like, yo, I'm yearning to you for sometimes with guidance. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest, man. We sometimes lean to our women for guidance. You are that peace for us. It's the truth. You are that peace. So when we come into you and you can't be that peace, it annoys the fuck out of us. It's just real shit. It's just like, yo, you are that peace. And I get it, we're also that peace for women. We are that peace, but we also that protector. So man, you can't touch a woman. You can't hit them. You can't hit a woman. Ladies, be that man's peace. You know? And that's all I gotta say. That was my rant about today. It was a nice little video. I think I babbled a little bit too much, but it cut deep for me because I've been there multiple times when I was younger, and I learned the hard way, and I had to learn to walk away. The walking away part is probably one of the hardest things you do because you actually feel like you're not a man, but you almost gotta just tone it in. So okay, I did the right thing. I can't explain it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't explain why the walking away is so hard because you feel so disrespected when they hit you. Like, yo, why did you hit me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, why did you hit me? Like, yo, why did you hit me? Like, it's a weird feeling as a man. Like, yo, why did you hit me? Shit, I never even touched you before. This is fucking crazy that you would hit me. The shit makes you, you actually lose your fucking train of thought. Like, yo, mind you, I was just thinking about that shit, years ago, and I'm like, wow, that shit made me just remember some shit. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, you don't really like, yo, why would you touch me? But I say all the time, it's a different ball game, and we gotta, man, the rules ain't, people don't have to admit it, the rules ain't the same for us. It's just the truth. We gotta do better by different actions. We can't act certain way how women act. They can't act certain way we act. Ladies, stop trying to think you can fight a man. Stop it. Please, stop. Cut it out now. Enough. Men, stop touching women. Walk away. Y'all, as y'all know already, comment down below. Let me know if y'all agree with some of the things I say. Even if y'all don't agree, I'm open to have a regular conversation with you guys too. Subscribe to the channel. And I'm Carnation. Oh yeah, it's turning back again. Before we go off there, I like to send a shout out to Underground Grills. They made my personal I Spy Mellow grills. I Spy Mellow, which is my photography stuff. I try to talk with it. It was bad. I can't say any word with an S. I'm still trying to learn how to talk with it. It's so funny. Like I'm like shit. Just can't do it properly. But shout out to them. They made my great grills. I'm gonna show you little footage at the end of this so to make y'all see my grills. All right, guys. Once again, Carnation. It's Political Not Correct Show. Welcome, guys, to the Political Not Correct Show. I'm your host, Carnation. Can't fucking talk with these fucking French in my mouth. Nah, real talk though. Did I see these guns? This is coming in here. Yeah. savage style. All raw, baby. I still, like I said, I can't say my ass couldn't do the video like this. Sorry.